Okay, so let's take a look at this insanity. All right, so Virginia Democrat AG nominee Jay Jones allegedly once fantasized about shooting House Speaker Todd Gilbert in the head and pissing on his grave. Do you remember all of those lunatics after the Charlie Kirk assassination that were celebrating? And it turned out they weren't just a bunch of like weird, fringe people. They were doctors, lawyers, nurses, restaurateurs. Well, they're also politicians. So Jones was upset that Republicans were eulogizing recently deceased former state legislator Joe Johnson. What does he say? They say nice things about everyone, LOL. If those guys die before me, I will go to their funerals to piss on their graves. So this is the Jones guy. Send them out awash in something. She says, Jay Jones, 3 people, 2 bullets, Gilbert, and that's the Republican, Hitler and Pol Pot. Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head. Well, of course it would be the Republican. Hitler and Pol Pot are both socialists. They're both left-wingers, so he wouldn't shoot them, obviously. Spoiler, put Gilbert in the crew with the 2 worst people you know, and he receives both bullets every time. She says, Jay, please stop. He says, LOL. She says, it really bothers me when you talk about hurting people or wishing death on them. So this is not something new for him. This didn't come out of nowhere. She's saying it bothers her when he talks about that. You weren't simply asking questions and you know it. He says, I genuinely was. I wasn't attacking you. I was trying to understand your logic. You weren't trying to understand. You were talking about hoping Jennifer Gilbert's children would die. Jesus. Yes, I've told you this before. Only when people feel pain personally do they move on policy. She says, I'm honestly questioning a lot today. I mean, do I think Todd and Jennifer are evil and that they're breeding little fascists? Yes. So this is what they will say about anybody. Like this is the way. This is not rare in the left now. Okay, it's this guy. He sounds like he's probably going to be Attorney General of Virginia, and the Democrats are backing him. So this guy's a monster, but he seems presentable and nice, and this is how the totalitarian sausage gets made. People like this. After Charlie Kirk's assassination, we saw it wasn't just a bunch of weird fringe people. This was normal people, professors, teachers, lawyers, doctors, nurses, like small business people, who obviously talk like this all the time, say those kinds of things all the time because they feel seemed genuinely surprised when there was any pushback, and that's because in their bubble it's fine. This, you have to start asking, how much of an aberration is this guy? I think it's becoming pretty clear, and from polling as well, it's not very rare. This is a sizable part of the left now. It's not 2% or 3%. It's minimum a third, minimum. So you keep, the word civil war has been thrown around a lot for, I don't know, the last 10 years, really. But would this guy send troops, police, whatever, to go and kill his political enemies? It sounds like it. It's all it's all got a very big Bolshevik, Russian Revolution vibe to it. Would this be a guy who'd send somebody to kill his political opponents? I mean, it sounds like it, doesn't it? It seems like it. Seems like he'd be the kind of person who would do that. Let's see. Jeffrey Mead says Democrats are backing a man named Jay Jones for Attorney General in Virginia who wished death upon a conservative politician's children. He also said, and I quote, Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head. After this came out, Democrats in Virginia came out and said they still stand 10 toes down with him. Todd Gilbert was a conservative politician at the time Jay Jones said this. Having an AG that privately supports violence against their political opponents is not acceptable. Vote and make sure he does not get into office.
This is small, so I'm going to read it for you. Virginia Beach Democratic Committee reaffirms its full support of Jay Jones for Attorney General. We are lined up, 10 toes down, ready to organize, mobilize, and deliver voters for Jay and our entire Democratic ticket. Recent press may have spotlighted past mistakes. We say, let those without sin cast the first stone. Jay has taken responsibility, apologized, and shown he is committed to serving with integrity and accountability that his public record already shows. The point I want you to see is that they are backing this man after he wished death upon his political opponents and talked about putting bullets in their head. And they think it's okay to continue to support this man for attorney general. Democrats, if you're in Virginia,
Yeah, these ideas that he holds, they're not rare. We know now they're not rare on the left. We know that, and none of this should be surprising. You can't turn out a new red guard from universities every single year for decades and not expect there to be consequences, not expect to have, neo Bolsheviks in large numbers in your country. This is every Western country, by the way. And this is why I always say there should be solidarity between conservatives across Western civilization, because it's Western civilization itself at stake. And we've been turning out, tax dollars have been going towards turning out enemies of civilization every year. And now they're off the campuses, and now they're in positions of power.
also, just a reminder, I have a free email newsletter where I give you morning updates about what's going on. This is my Substack. The link is in my profile. Just go there, click the link. You'll see the screen, drop your email in, and you'll be good to go.
Jay Jones says if more police were killed, it would reduce shootings of civilians. According to Virginia lawmaker, for one thing, that's idiotic. And that doesn't even make sense. Obviously, that wouldn't be the case. It would make it more dangerous for everybody. So that's just purely idiotic. They're not sending their best Bolsheviks, are they? Jay Jones, Virginia's embattled Democratic Attorney General candidate, once allegedly suggested that if more police officers were killed, they would shoot fewer people. A former colleague in the state legislature said. Republican Carrie Coyner told Virginia Scope on Monday that during a 2020 conversation about qualified immunity, she told Jones that without the legal protection, police officers would get killed. Apparently, he said, and this is easy to believe considering what we know, he has said otherwise. Well, maybe if a few of them died, then they would move on, not shooting people, not killing people. So not only is this guy a psychopath, he's also a moron. This is the quality. This is the quality of the modern left. Jeez. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.